Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. And this video, man, this is a doozy. All right, so I'm currently working on my sister's car here. This 2013 Chevy Cruze LTZ 1.4 turbo engine. And the craziest thing was happening. So a couple of days ago, probably like 2-3 days ago, she was driving to work and the car overheated. We went to go pick it up and this is what I found. So as you can see here, water outlet exploded. There's a sensor here, but we took it out. As you can see, this part right here just freaking broke off. This is where a radiator hose goes. Not a big problem. I replaced this pretty simply. This goes to one of the heater hoses. There's a reservoir hose here, small hose here, a radiator hose here, and the little connector for the sensor. No biggie, right? Turns out it's a very common failure on these cars, especially since it's made of plastic and plastic sucks. Kind of BMW type of problems. So, figured, okay, change it out. Could be, how long can it take? Maybe an hour, maybe, if that. So I switched it out. Everything's good, no leaks, everything's a-okay. Now the problem was yesterday, she took it for a spin and it came back with a P0300 P0300 code, which is a random misfire. I'm like, what the hell? Like, why is this car random misfiring? All they literally did just touch the water outlet, aside from the little pipe on top. But so it was very, very weird. Like, okay, what am I missing here? Like, I went through the things I touched 3-4 times, cleaned sensors, make sure the sensors were properly plugged in, everything. I went through it. I was going crazy. Like, okay, maybe I cracked like the holes where the mass airflow sensor runs through, which could probably compensate the turbo and all that stuff. So, I did some endless research online, Google, everything. Okay, like, what can it be? Random misfires, where do I start? So I just checked vacuum hoses. I just checked, again, the sensors, the coolant lines again. Let the coolant system once more, just to make sure maybe some air pockets causing some kind of compensation, something. So I woke up this morning and I'm like, okay, let's just take a step back. Did what I could, or I'm checking everything right now. Like, okay, let's think logically. Misfiring spark plugs. Although I didn't touch the spark plugs or the coils or anything close to that, let's just go ahead and check the spark plugs. You never know. And this is what I found. So I took off the coils, right? Took off the coils over here. At first I thought it was just probably I bumped into this connector, but no, same thing. I disconnected it, connected it, cleaned it up, nothing. But then I took off the coil here, and what do you know? The spark plugs are soaking wet with coolant. What? Like, I'm just dumbfounded because it literally has this cover on top. Like, the cover wasn't wet at all. Like, nothing appeared to be wet on top of the engine. So that's crazy. That's super crazy that the cylinders, all of them, would be super wet like that. So let's go ahead and clean them and see what it does. I cleaned the spark plugs, I cleaned the coil here, the boot and everything. Everything was just soaking wet. Coolant's good level. And let's turn on the car and this should fix it. All right, so I have the scan tool here with me. I'm gonna turn on the ignition in the car so you can link up, so you guys can see the code that was throwing. Let's see, link here. Okay, so that's a catalyst. That one's been there. You still gotta figure that one out. But it was this one. So now it's P0301. It didn't come before. It didn't pop up before. Isn't that weird? But anyway, let's turn on the car. And we're gonna delete the codes here. And let it connect once more. And that's the code it has. So apparently, it's still misfiring for some reason. So let's go take it for a drive. maybe the coolant that dropped into the cylinder is still there. Just has to evaporate or something. So yeah, let's go take it for a drive. Not much else to do here. All right, so I'm here doing the test drive, and this thing drives good. No check engine light. It went off, so it looks like we are good. Fixed it. Yeah, buddy. So I ended up going to the parts store and replacing all 4 spark plugs. So it has brand new spark plugs now because they were pretty old. The old ones, they were pretty crusty and stuff. So I just decided to replace them with new ones since I was there already. After that, it drove a-okay. So definitely no more check engine lights whatsoever. So that's definitely good news right there. So it just goes to show, or it showed me, that sometimes I tend to overthink things of like, okay, if I messed with just one section of the thing, of the engine bay in this case, I didn't really think about, you know, checking the spark plugs at the moment, because I was just going crazy, like, okay, maybe I broke something accidentally, which led to the misfiring. But thankfully it was something simple like the spark plugs being flooded, so that was an easy fix. So hopefully this video is helpful for you guys, just to, you know, just make sure to check the simple things, even though you didn't mess with anything of that or it's unrelated to what you actually fixed. You just never know, really. That being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for future content. Follow us on IG, Los Motos Vera. See you guys next time. Peace.